So this is part 10 of JavaScript. In this video, we'll discuss about how to integrate HTML code with JavaScript. Until now, we discussed about JavaScript variables, data types, basic programs in JavaScript. And in the last class, we discussed about what is DOM. Today, we'll discuss about how HTML will communicate with JavaScript. HTML main purpose is to display the content. JavaScript purpose is to write some logic. If you want to write any logic, you have to take the support of JavaScript. And if you want to format the output in the browser in a proper format, we have to take the support of HTML. We already know HTML purpose is to display the content on the browser and designing the forms. If you want to design the forms, you must have the knowledge on HTML. So here if I try to write something like enter first name, is it clear? And here I will try to write something like enter last name. So if I want to design this form, you can design the form by using what? HTML. Are you following? HTML, we cannot write any logics by using HTML. Here if I try to display the full name, if I want to display the full name here you can see. For that I need to write some logic. For that we have to take the support of JavaScript. So here now we must discuss about how to catch the HTML element values. HTML element values at runtime. How to catch the HTML element values at runtime. Is it clear? User will enter the values in the HTML elements now. How to catch that HTML element values at runtime? So here you can tell something like we can catch HTML element values. We can catch HTML element values at runtime in two ways. We can catch the HTML element values at runtime. We can catch HTML element values at runtime in two ways. Okay, na? Number one, by using element name. Number two, by using element ID. We can catch the HTML element values in two ways. One is by using name, other one is by using ID. First we'll discuss how to catch the values based on name. Later we'll see how to catch the elements based on ID. Okay, na? So let us see. We'll design the syntax here. I'll write the syntax. Syntax to catch HTML element values. Syntax to catch HTML element values by name. Okay, now if you want to catch the HTML element values by name, let us see what is the syntax. Syntax is something like this: form name dot element name dot value. That is the syntax. So all the HTML elements you have to keep inside the form tag. If you want to design any form, that designing and everything we have to keep inside the form tag. Every HTML element you have to give some name. Why to give the name means to identify the elements. For example, I'll give some name for text box 1 T1, text box 2 T2, button 1 B1, something like that. We need to identify the element by giving some name. Are you following? Let us see here. I'll try to open Notepad and write a small example. Here the syntax is this one: form name dot element name dot value. So I'll try to open Notepad. Okay. So here let us see. First of all, I'll try to open HTML tag, and here I'll try to close the HTML tag. Okay, and here I'll try to open head tag, and here I'll try to close the head tag. This is head tag, and here I'll try to open the body tag, and here I'll try to close the body tag. Okay, na? Head tag as well as body tag. And within the body tag, I will open the form tag. Always the designing and everything you have to do inside the form tag. Give the name for that form. The name I will give as F1. And here close the form tag. And here you can write something like enter first name. And here I'll try to take one text box. Input type is equal to text. Input type is equal to text I will try to give. Are you following? And here I'll try to give some name. Name is equal to T1. And again throw the cursor to the next line, BR. This is enter first name. Now here I'll try to enter something like enter last name. Enter last name. Here also I'll try to give input type is equal to text, name is equal to T2. And here I'll try to take one button. Input type is equal to button. And here I'll try to give the name. Name of the button I'll give as B1. and here I'll try to give the value of the button. I'll give as display. Okay now, and here I'll try to throw the cursor to the next line. Is it clear? And here I want to display display the output now. Okay, that we'll see later. Now this is your HTML code. Save the program, go to your desktop. There you can see HTML Satya, or I think I have created in separate folder. Here you can see HTML Satya. There you can save the program as some f1.html. f1.html. Here you can go to your desktop. Are you following? Here you can go to your desktop and you can see there. Did you understood? Here you can see this is your desktop 2020. There you can see HTML Satya is there. I have one folder. All the HTML programs I saved in that folder. Now here the name of the program is F1. So here you see press F5 or double click on the browser, you will get the output. So this is your design. Okay now. So what is my requirement? If I enter the first name Satya and last name, I will try to give technologies. Click on button. I want to display Satya Technologies. So in order to do that one, what to do? Catch the values from the text boxes. And then you have to add both the values, store the values in the variables. For that, when I click on the button, I want to perform some operations. So now what is my requirement? Whenever user clicks on button, I want to perform some operation. Operation means I need to write some logic. What type of logic I need to write? Catch the values from the HTML elements and then perform some operation. Display the full name. So generally, in order to perform that functions we'll discuss in the next video anyway. So what is a function means? Function is a subprogram which is used to perform a specific operation. Function will get executed when we call it. So if you want to perform any specific operation, you have to declare inside what? Function. And that function will get executed whenever we call it. So here whenever user clicks on button, I want to invoke this function actually. So for that you need to take the support of an event. There is one event called onClick. So what is the use of event means? Event is used to invoke the function. So user will enter the values in the text boxes, click on button, then an event will fire. OnClick event. This event will invoke the function and the code that was written inside the function will get executed. Okay, let us see here. So in the same code, I will try to write some head tag. In the head tag, I'll try to open the script tag, script, and here I'll write type is equal to, here I'll try to write text/JavaScript, text/JavaScript, and here you can close the script tag, and within the script tag, I will try to declare one function. The name of the function I'll give as get full name. This is my function name. So here bracket open, bracket close. And every function I'm giving some name. Here I have given the every element we have some name now, T1, T2. And here I will try to catch the values and store in the variables. So I'll declare some variable where fname is equal to syntax to catch the HTML element values by using name. Form name dot element name dot value. Form name dot element name dot value. Similarly, declare another variable where lname is equal to, here also I'll write form name dot element name dot value, and here I'll declare the full name where full name is equal to fname plus lname. So I want to display the full name in the browser. Document dot write of display the full name. So function is used to perform a specific operation. So I want to get the full name. So for that I need to write some logic here. I have written, and that function will get executed when user clicks on button. So whenever user clicks on button, here I will try to declare one event called onClick. This event will invoke the function get full name of. I will declare one. I will call the function. Here the meaning is declaration of function. Here the meaning is invoking the function, because function will get executed when we call it. Whenever we call only, function will get what? Executed. Did you understand? So let us see here. Save the program. Open your browser. Here you can see. Did you understand? Refresh the page. Here I will enter the first name Satya and last name Technologies. So whenever user clicks on button, it has to display such a technologies. So what is happening here? Whenever if I enter the first name here, this is my design now. See, I will explain this one. This is my design. Here you have enter first name, one text box, enter last name, one more text box. Is it clear? This is your HTML. HTML don't have any life. We cannot write any logics by using HTML. This is your display button is there. So here whenever user will enter the input in the text boxes, here user will enter the first name. User will enter the first name as Anil and here last name as Kumar. User will enter the first name as Anil, last name as what? Kumar. Click on button. So whenever user clicks on button, what will happen? An event will fire. Here you have an event, that is on click event will fire. This event will call this what? Function. This event will call this function. And the code that was written inside this function will get executed. See, whenever user clicks on button, this event will fire. It will invoke the function and the logic that was written inside the function will get what? Executed. So that is the reason you will get the output as full name. So we can catch the HTML element values at what time? Runtime in two ways. One is by using form name, other one is by using document object. So in this example, I explained you how HTML will interact with JavaScript. In the next video, we'll discuss about functions.